Hi there, welcome to Elm Colors. I'm Erica and this is my weekend whip. Today I'm going to be working in Animorphia. I haven't colored anything in this book in a really long time, and I have some whips in here that are, gosh, I don't even, like, multiple years old. So yeah, I'm gonna figure out which page I want to do, have some tea. Actually, I'm gonna take a sip of that right now. Man, that's my favorite tea. Still that cinnamon tea. I don't know if you guys had saw that previous video where I talked about that, but it's Harney and Sons tea, and it's hot cinnamon, and I get it off of Amazon, but they also have a website that you can go to, and I'll put that in the description below. I think today I'm gonna do this one. I've got several whips marked, but then also, so let me show you really quick. So I finished, when I first got this book, I was like, I'm going to do these in order. And so I finished these first two. And then I have this whip that's probably 5 years old. This one that's 5 years old. And where's the other one? There's one more that's really old. Well, I'm not sure where it is now. But everything else in here is just, I don't really consider whips because they just have like a base coat of watercolor, and then I'm going to go over top of them with colored pencils. But so yeah, so I think I'm going to do one of these guys. I think we're going to do the purple guy today, purple flamingo today. And I've got I think I'm going to use like I've got my black widows, so I think I'm going to use a selection of different pinks to color in some of the stuff here, and then of course like fun poppy greens and stuff. So I'm going to set that to the side here, and then swing this around so I can get to my pinks easier. Okay. So hi everybody. I hope that you are doing well. It is stupid o'clock in the morning right now because I have to do stuff today, which I don't typically like to do stuff on the weekends, but it's for my daughter's. It's for my daughter. So she's got volleyball today. Excuse me. She's got volleyball today. And this is the first year that she's played, and it's so fun watching her. I'm trying to find a pencil here really quick. Hold on a second. Where is my pencil? Yeah, that's the one I want. I want that one, and I want this one. Okay. What was I saying? She's in 4th grade. Did I say that? She's in 4th grade. This is the first year she's playing volleyball. And she's really loving it. She's very nervous when she plays, but all of the girls are the same way. We recently had a scrimmage against the other team in the school, and they said that they played, my husband had to go see it, I was doing something else, and he said they played, it was like watching a completely different team because they were confident in what they were doing and they were confident in their decisions, but when they get to a game, they like freeze up and they get so nervous because they're playing against girls they don't know and other parents and stuff that are there that they don't know. But she's learning and she's liking it, so that's really all that matters. There are several girls on the team who look like just naturals, which is always fun to see when they start. My baby girl has some learning to do, but she's enjoying it. So that's really all that matters. I try to keep her active in sports. She's a lot younger than my other two kids. So there's not a lot of, well, I have one daughter that is away at college and my son is in high school. So there is a pretty big age gap between the two that are home right now. And although he's a really good big brother, he plays with her and he spends time with her and talks to her about all of the stuff that he's interested in, which now she loves. So she's the only girl in her class that's into anime and video games and things like that. But she just wants to be like her big brother. But yeah, so he'll spend time with her, but he's a teenage boy. He doesn't want to hang out with his little sister all the time. So she has to figure out a lot of the times what to do on her own. She has several friends that she hangs out with, plays games with, but during this COVID time, we had to try to figure out how to have that social interaction for her without being in person. And there is an app that we're using right now where they can video call, and I'm in charge of everything. I can see every video call. I can see all the chats that they do. I don't want her on any kind of social media right now. Some of the other kiddos in her grade are like on TikTok and things, and it's every parent's right to decide what they want to do, but that stuff worries me just a little bit. So I've already told her, I said, I know your friends might be doing this, and I know your friends might have a cell phone, and your friends might have this, but I'm going to go ahead and wait until I think you're old enough to handle that responsibility. And she was just like, okay. Because we've figured out ways for her to still be able to talk to the people that she really wants to talk to. So she's not too upset about it. But yeah, so I have a volleyball game this morning, and then I'm sure there's some other stuff that I've got. I think we're actually going to go to the park today because we got a ton of snow this past week. And it's been way too cold to really get out in it for very long. But today's going to be warmer, and there's a park nearby that has a giant hill. So we're going to go for a walk through the woods and have fun on the hill. So I think that'll be a fun time. I've been spending a lot of time, because it's been so cold and snowy, I've been spending a lot of time coloring lately, so I've gotten a lot of pages done. And several videos too, so I'm kind of backlogged on my videos, which I really am excited about. Because if I ever, can't come up with an idea or something, then I can use those videos that I have just kind of sitting in YouTube waiting to be published. I've got some other video ideas as well. I still am trying to come up with a tag video, but everything that I come up with, I feel like it would take anybody that got tagged forever to do, and I don't want to be that. I think I'm going to use this Black Widow. I don't want to be the. I don't want to create a tag. Oh, I forgot to put this underneath. I don't want to create a tag that's going to make people like grumpy when they're trying to film the video. So still working on that one. I just added a little bit more depth to that pink. One of the things I like about Kirby's book is he tells you where to put the shadows. You've got these extra little lines that he's added in, and he's like, yeah, put it right there. So yeah, so snow, we haven't had this much snow for the past several years. I think at Sun we got like 9.5, 10 inches, which is not common for us. So I, being a child that grew up in Michigan, was so excited to see all this snow. I don't love it as much as I used to when I was a kid, especially not driving in it, but it's nice to see the kids enjoy it. Okay. What else do we want to color with these colors? I kind of want to spread this color scheme throughout this side because this pink, well, it's a little more pinky than this side, but I want to do several pink things on this side and several purple things on that side. I don't know. Let's do a couple of these little creature guys. Make them pink. Let's start with this color. So I hope you're all doing well. Thankfully, we are all doing well here. No sicknesses to report, no adverse effects of COVID anymore, which is good. That's a cute little guy. I do want to say that I am praying for everybody in Texas. I was a little behind. I haven't been watching the news, and my husband just told me about it yesterday. So I hope that if you know anybody or if you live in Texas yourself, that you're doing well and that everything is going better for you. And I hope that your governor maybe doesn't go on vacation the next time you have an emergency. No, he's not a governor. He's a senator. I don't know what he is. All I heard was that he was on vacation in Cancun while everybody in his state was struggling, which is not cool. Yeah, so I hope everybody there is doing better. Let's do a little bit of, I want to give this one, oh, get off there. Black nose. I'm gonna pick this little guy in here. Let's see what else. Oh, I recently binge watched WandaVision, which, holy cow. I feel like maybe a new episode just came out and I missed it. Maybe it came out yesterday. So I will definitely be watching that. It is so cool. So cool. I'm a Marvel fan anyway. So when I saw that was going to be a series, that they were going to release some series on the Disney Plus, I was like, yes, I'm so excited for that. And it was just as good as I was hoping it would be. It's so interesting. If you've seen that or want to watch it, let me know about that in the comments. I don't know. I mean, Wanda was never really one of my favorite characters because, you know, she started out as a bad guy and flipped. I don't know. She was fine. It was whatever. But she's really good in this show, and so is Vision. It's really different and very cool. And then Darcy, the character from the Thor movies, is back as well, so that was fun to see. Let's see, what else do we want to do? Oh, so sorry. I hit the camera with my head. Let's do a couple little things over in this area. Let's do this little bunny. I'm going to make him nice and light pink. It looks kind of like a dead bunny. I'm not sure I like that. Little X's on his eyes. So I think the last time I was talking about the fact that have been coloring stuff lately, and I have not liked anything that I've colored. But that thankfully passed, and I'm having a good time again with all of it. I've been experimenting with some different things, and filming some videos for the channel, and I've liked how everything's been turning out so far, so that's a plus. I just hate that feeling, you know, when everything that you make is just yucky and you don't love it. So it's always fun when things turn out the way that you like. I'm going to color these in black, and then I'll add in a little like white highlight on those eyes probably when I go through later on. What else? I'm going to color several things. I'm going to get some of these little guys down here. So I haven't, like I said, I haven't colored in this book in a really long time, and I have not wanted to mess with all the little doodles. I think that was my biggest complaint in the book previously. But it's not terrible right now. This is a good one to, especially a good one to do color and chat with, because I can just kind of play and not think too much about it. I am super excited for Kirby's new book to come out here. I know it's already out in England, which I've been so jealous watching some of the other YouTubers and people on Instagram coloring in it. I'm just like, oh, I want it so bad. But I had already pre-ordered it when I found out that I could get it early. So, yeah, so I'll just wait patiently for the release date and here in the US and you know, color like crazy in it when it gets here. I am slightly apprehensive about it because I think I've stated on here before on this channel that I am not, I'm gonna color this guy pink. I am not typically a realistic colorist. I don't feel like I don't do it justice sometimes. Or like, especially with fur, I get grumpy that I have to color all the little strands. So, that's the only thing that I'm a little hesitant about, but I think that the point of the book, the fact that it's helping animals, is super important. And for that reason alone, I bought it. Whether I color in it or not, it's fine. But the artwork is beautiful, and then on top of it, it helps animals. I'm sold. I'm sold on that. Color this little guy down here. I'm trying to decide what color to make this. No, I don't want that one. This alligator guy. This guy, little black eyes. All right, what else do we think? We've got it spaced pretty evenly. Maybe I'll color this yeah, this big fluffy guy. He'll be pink. Oh, one thing I do want to talk about is, so Fat Tuesday was this week, and so my family is Catholic. I am not, but I do follow the traditions so that my family can so that I don't like rub it in their face when they're not eating meat on Fridays and you know, things like that. So I also follow the tradition of giving something up for Lent. And I always give up candy. I don't eat candy for the whole 40 days. I don't eat, you know, we don't go out to fast food. And this month I am also, and it's going to hurt me to say this, but I'm also giving up buying stuff on Amazon, buying coloring supplies and books on Amazon. Buying coloring books and supplies, period. No Amazon, no Etsy, no random purchases from the grocery store or anything like that. So this whole next month and a half is going to be a no-buy month for me. I want to have him have a dark pink nose and just the same color lips. So I did make one small purchase. It wasn't super big, right before Lent. So I'm gonna have a haul video coming up here shortly. And it's going to be covering all the stuff that I've gotten in the first part of the year. Because I wanted to try to make this be either a no-buy or low-buy year something, because I feel like I'm getting more coloring books than I can color in. I mean, I already have more coloring books than I would never be able to finish all the books that I have. But I was keeping up with a lot of them, and then I started getting more and more and more, and I couldn't even color one picture in every book that I owned. So I think that I'm going to try to keep that as a rule, and hopefully these next 40 days will help me not only color in those 10 untouched books that I put in the video, but also all these other books that I have that don't have any pages done in them. And I've done several things recently in books that I haven't touched. So now this one doesn't count as books I haven't touched because I do have some completed pages, but it does sort of count as an abandoned book because those pages that I finished were so long ago and I haven't really done anything in it since. I don't like that. Make this whole part dark. Okay, I need to take a sip of tea. Excuse me for a second. Okay, I think I'm going to color this apple pink up here. What else can we talk about? Now, last week I had a whole list of things that I could talk about, which was nice, because then I didn't have to think too much. And it being early morning, like it is, my brain doesn't want to work quite right. Well, that's a cute little pink apple. I do want to stick to a limited color palette, so pinks and purples definitely, but I don't know what other color. Maybe a blue here and there. Definitely green, a little bit of brown. mostly pinks and purples. What do we think? Think anything else in pink? No, I think I'm gonna stop with that color. Let's grab some green. Bring my color chart back in. I think I want to go with these bright, fun greens. So we're gonna do some of that lime color. I think I just named it lime. Where is that one? Sorry, give me just a second to get some of these colors. There we go. Okay. So I've got this lime color. I like this green slime. Such a fun name. Maybe some of this sapphire. No, I don't want the sapphire. I want the Irish green. And emerald. Yeah, those four. Oh, I am going to have to sharpen a couple of them. I apologize. I'm going to scoot back this way and do these back here. Hopefully it won't be too loud. I'm using, I'll show you in a second, my awesome handy dandy Helix sharpener. I love this thing, and there's such a big container for pencil shavings that I hardly ever have to empty it. And I just emptied it over my page. That was smart. And it's got like a settings here where you can adjust the point of the pencil so you can get super sharp tips with that. I love the pencil so much. No, I love the sharpener so much. Okay, let's do, oh, sorry, one more that I have to sharpen. That's a little louder on my desk. Okay. Let's see. So I'm going to use this lime color first. Let's just do these. So I recently published a video on how I use ink tints in my coloring books. And then I will have a video series coming soon where I color a page completely with ink tints. I have been loving my ink tints lately. I don't know what it is. Sometimes I go through, I don't know, spurts of where I just want to use one type of pencil. One type of medium, and it just makes me happy because I don't know, it's just that one thing that I want to use over and over and over, and I don't want to use anything else. So I've been doing a lot of stuff with ink tints lately. I did break out my watercolors the other day, which I was super excited about. It was just to do a little bit of a background, but I was happy that I was getting them out to actually use them because that's one of those and the oil pastels are the least used supplies that I own. Maybe I should try to do a thing on oil pastels too. A video of some sort. Let me know in the comments if that would be something you'd be interested in. I would have to do a little bit of research because I've colored a couple pages with oil pastels in the past and they turn out okay. I'm definitely not a professional at them. Let's do a little bit of this color back here. And okay. I want to add a little bit of the lime because it's to change the shade just a tiny bit. All right. Let's work on some of these plants down here. I'm going to start with the green slime. Nope, that's emerald. Green slime. So I just found out recently that we are going to be going on a vacation this spring break. We have some friends who live in Florida, and we're going to go visit them. Of course, we're going to take all the safety protocols beforehand, making sure everybody's COVID-free. I'm just excited that we live in a place that you can still do a little bit of that. And then hoping that things kind of are chilled out enough by then, or enough people are getting the vaccine that it's not too dangerous. I think right now the age is at 65. My mother-in-law got it because she just turned 65. Well, she got it because she was taking care of her mother, but my mother is not 65 until later this year, so she has not gotten it yet. And that worries me a little bit, that we won't be able to see her for a little while once we get back. My husband is going crazy, and he's ready to go. He's ready to get out of the state for a while and do something different. All of his days are blending together because he's not leaving the house for work. We're not leaving, going anywhere else, and he's going a little crazy. I mean, it's going on a year of this stuff, so on the other hand, I like to go on vacation, but I would be perfectly happy staying here for the next, 20 years. I'm more of a homebody than he is, and I know that he needs to get out and do things. So I do try to get out and do some stuff here and there with him. I think this might be my page to work on for the next couple of weekend whips, so that maybe I can get it done. There is a color along this February for I think it's called Flamingos in February. I can't remember who is doing that specific color along, but I will put that in the description of the video. I had another flamingo picture started, and I don't know if I'll finish that one or not. I'm not really thrilled with how it's turning out, so that one might be a permanent whip. We'll see. I don't hate it, but I'm just not excited about it, so I think that's always a little challenging. But yeah, if I can get this page done in the next couple of weeks, then I can pop that over on Instagram and participate in that color along. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do the rest of these little green pieces here, and then a couple other little plants, probably maybe the treetops in the same green scheme. But I think for today I'm going to call it done. So I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend, and I thank you so much for watching. I really truly do appreciate it. I have recently had a little spike in subscribers, and for my baby channel, I was super happy to see it. And so I thank you from the bottom of my heart to every person who has subscribed recently and every person who's left me a comment. It just fills me with happiness. So I totally 100% appreciate it. And yeah, if you have any suggestions for videos, if you have any suggestions for things that I could maybe do better, let me know in the comments. And I appreciate any feedback, and I try to do my best to incorporate that feedback. So yeah, so thank you again for watching today, and until next time, I'll see you later. Bye.